What's up, everybody? JJ here, and I just found some random dude working out in his garage. Let's go talk to him. We're gonna keep our social distances.
Howdy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. Who are you?
Ian, how you doing? Looks like we got somebody coming out. What's up, buddy? So you can tell this is a garage gym, right?
Yeah. So Ian and I know each other. Ian's been a buddy of mine for a long time. Used to train at my gyms,
Yep.
and has a sweet home gym set up. And you can see it's in his garage. And so we wanted to continue the gym tour series that we started last a couple weeks ago. But we are going to keep our social distancing here,
Yep.
because of the all the stuff going on. But let's start with some of your oldest equipment. So
Okay.
you said you had these for about 15 years.
Yeah, I got the Bowflex adjustable weights. I've had these for about 15 years. I have a bench that goes along with them. Had about 15 years. My wife and I used to live in a townhouse down in Southern California, and we.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you were from Southern California.
So, yeah, up in Northern California.
So
now.
you use these for Metcons and they work fine, right?
Yeah, they're great. You just can't, you gotta be a little more careful with them. You can't slam them on the ground.
Or throw them down, yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's not like they have those rubber dumbbells that you can.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a good point, everybody. I wanted to say that like these adjustable ones are great because for home use, because they're not getting used as much as as a CrossFit gym. Like the ones in a CrossFit gym are getting used sometimes 5-10 times a day, and then somebody drops them or sets them down 10 times in a workout. Now they're getting roughly put down 100 times a day. That's why they need to be those durable kind.
Yep.
These are great for home use, and they go up to 50.
52. Yeah. 50,
Yeah.
I mean, you're just barely over 50.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and what I typically do too is I'll use the bench, and when I'm using them in my workout, I'll put them on the bench. So I don't even have because it's cushioned, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So you put them on the bench.
And so when you're tired, you can just set them down there instead of having to try to.
Yeah. Details. Anyway.
And then I noticed that you're into the rings and you've got a little pole here.
Yeah. So my wife does aerial, and she teaches Lyra and she teaches pole, and so we have these in our garage. We have a rig. It's actually not set up now because of the rain.
Over here.
But this rig here, which we're kind of borrowing, so some people use it for Burning Man that we know, and then they pick it up every year.
Oh yeah, but you store it here so she can use it
exactly
the rest of the year.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
cool.
we put that in our backyard when it's not raining.
That's cool.
And then hey, there's the family.
More SoCal stuff. But yeah, the pole fitness.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the heart of the gym. Oh, we didn't even say the name. So what are we calling it?
Well, I don't know. We don't have a name yet. We were thinking like Stone Rock and Roll. We're gonna make it a rock and roll.
Yeah, they're gonna decorate it. Yeah, because this guy's Ian Stonerock, so this is gonna be the Stone Rock and Roll gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of a remodel here. We just moved everything over to one side.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a bunch of stuff in storage and maybe be able to park a car in here at the same time.
Yeah.
We have a really deep garage, by the way. This is about.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, typically garages are about 18 to 22 feet deep. This one, I forget. I think it goes to about 30 feet deep.
Yeah. I mean, you could park a car in here.
Yeah.
And not run into the platform.
Yep.
You got.
We used to, before we did all this, we used to park 2 cars in here, and then we still had enough for all this platform.
That's awesome.
So a couple years ago, about 4 years ago, I bought this rig from Rogue, and the bumpers there. That was about $900 or so, and then bolted that straight to the ground here. And this garage is
and you can see like I talked about in the last video, the rig is at a slight angle because the floor is sloped for drainage, right? So just keep that in mind when you guys are setting up your home gyms. That sometimes even just rotating your positioning on certain movements will change the movement for you.
Right. And because this garage is so old and it's not post-tension, who even knows how flat or sloped it was at any time. It's very uneven in here, super uneven. So that's why I had to build this up. If you look at this, it's way higher over here and it's lower over here. We actually have puddles over here sometimes. But what I did is I had to build this whole thing up and get it flat right in here. This isn't, all the pads in here are not flat.
Yeah,
and
I see. You got the wood platform stops, and then you doubled up on to make it so it's.
That's right.
So it's more level. Yeah.
And this is marine grade wood.
Oh yeah.
So, it should last a little longer.
That'll last a long time.
Yeah.
I've built a couple of those platforms like from the instructions. It's a lot of wood and a lot of screws and it's really heavy.
Yeah. Actually, old friend of yours and old gym buddy Jeff Bloxham was the one who sold me.
Yeah, Jeff.
So yeah,
that's awesome.
So all this.
So the $900 for the that, and how much weight? It looks like you added a plate too. I mean, that's
so these colored plates I just picked up off of like Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
This lady was selling her kids weights
plates
and a bench.
And for home, for home use, guys, like it's good to have some bumpers, and then you fill up the rest for the extra weight, because if you're squatting and deadlifting a lot, you don't need to worry about the bumpers that much, right? You can use steel plates, or these color plates are awesome. Yep. I do recommend instead of buying all bumpers, for example, and you can pick them up online. You can find them at like Play It Again Sports or whatever.
Yep.
And then you got your barbell at the same time, or did you already have that?
No, so I just recently got these barbells. So I just got super cheap barbells, which if I had to do it again, I would buy a decent barbell. But so I got this super cheap barbell.
Pro Gecko. This is a powerlifting bar, probably just standard.
This is just some cheapo one I got off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
Because not paying for a better barbell, but now I have the 45 barbell. This is my barbell.
Yeah.
And this is my wife, and then my kids use it sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is a 35, and the barbell is. it makes such a difference.
Yeah, I do think that's a good idea. But
Yeah.
so all in, you'd say what? What'd you say? Like
about $3,000.
About $3,000. Does that include the wood for this?
That includes the wood.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
I built this too, so that and all the material and everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the horse mats were like I think $50 each.
Yeah. I see you got a series of kettlebells over here too.
Yep.
Pretty good selection of kettlebells. You
Yep.
got your medicine ball. Where do you do your wall balls at?
Wall balls I actually do in the backyard here.
We don't go out there.
It's raining, but I have a deck where it's 10 feet up.
Yeah.
And so I just throw it on the deck, and I just hit that deck, and that's my wall balls.
Yeah.
And I do box jumps out there too. I have a toy chest out there. It's probably a little less than 24 inches, but I can jump on that toy chest.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. That's awesome. Well, thanks for showing me your gym, and hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. And I will talk to you later, and drive on.